Hey, let's go, ladies. Let's go. Good afternoon. Welcome to today's TVL matchup between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Holliston Panthers. Before we started the game, we wanted to take a moment to recognize today's event. Today we will play in a competitive softball game between two talented programs, where we play for the Strikeout Cancer Organization and the American Cancer Society. Cancer, unfortunately, is a disease that has an impact on almost everyone and has deeply impacted our communities. Coach Albury first sent along Strikeout Cancer to me in the offseason, suggesting it be something we do. Coach Quinley and the Holliston program quickly jumped on board. Both teams enthusiastically agreed that it would be an honor to play for this important game. I had the honor and privilege of putting together our in honor of and in memory of signs, which you can see displayed on the backstop on the Hopkinton side. Those names that we are playing in honor of are individuals that are connected to our programs that are survivors of cancer or are currently fighting cancer. There are 39 names on that sign. The names that we are playing in memory of are individuals that are connected to our programs that are unfortunately no longer with us. There are 34 names on that sign. There are 72 people we are playing in honor of or memory of today. To put that in perspective, standing on the field, there are 18 Hopkinton players, 14 Holliston players, 4 coaches. That totals 36 people on the field. There are double the number of names we are playing for as there are people playing in. The American Cancer Society, who our fundraiser is benefiting, has many catchphrases, but the one that has always meant the most to me is celebrate more birthdays. Each year, I hope to celebrate more Strikeout Cancer events with our survivors. Each of these names holds a great significance to someone on this field, which is why we are here to raise awareness and money for the American Cancer Society. This game is one we love, and it gives us the opportunity to live healthy. But this event is an important reminder that cancer is a relentless opponent, and these programs are determined to contribute to the battle in beating cancer. At this time, I would like to ask for a brief moment of silence in honor of the heroes we are playing for today. Thank you. While this is the first year we are running this event, we hope to make it an annual occurrence between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Holliston Panthers, where we can raise funds for the American Cancer Society in hopes of finding a cure for this terrible disease. As of this morning, we have raised $1,075 for this amazing cause. In order to donate, we have a site that is posted on our website for Hopkinton Softball. Please consider donating if you are able. I speak for the coaches of both programs when I say we are all proud, honored, and grateful for everyone's support at this event. Now, Hopkinton third baseman Ashley Callery will sing our national anthem. Flags and petals. Starting in left field, Caroline Kane. Starting at third base, Ashley Callery. Starting catcher, Zoe Adams. Starting as the DP, Callie Arthur. Starting as pitcher, Cami Trindell. And starting as our first baseman, flex, Bailey Harrigan. Play ball.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields. Tom Nappy, happy to be on the call with you for Hopkinton Hillers varsity softball on HCAM. Gene Comiskey on camera, and you just saw the strikeout cancer ceremony to start off the game today. Terrific ceremony and for a terrific cause, as both teams will play in honor of any alumni that has been affected by the horrible sickness of cancer. So a special meaning to this TVL large matchup here today. And it's a beautiful sunny day out there. Temperatures are in the 60s. The sun is out, and we are ready for some softball. Hiller baseball also currently in action. And it looks like Holliston off to an early 1-0 lead in that game. We'll give you some baseball updates throughout the course of this broadcast. We're also streaming that game live as well. John Ritz is over there with Steve Simos on the call and Brett Mulvey. So, great tandem over at the Hiller baseball game for that broadcast. So hopefully you have two screens available to watch both games, as you'll get two very good games here today. And right now they're going over the ground rules, and we just heard the starting lineups, and we're still awaiting our Holliston lineup. Unfortunately, the audio wasn't too great, as we had some unfortunate music playing in the background. The track team is over there practicing. But the starting pitcher for the Hillers will be Cami Trindell. She'll be on the hill today. Over at second base, you got Charlotte Holden, shortstop Holly Paharic, third base Ashley Callery. Behind the plate, Zoe Adams. From left to right, Caroline Kane, Caroline D. Simone, and Kelsey McCoy. The starting field for the Hillers. And over at first base, it'll be Bailey Harrigan. The Hillers are 6-9 on the season. Holliston 7-9. The Hillers had a very exciting walk-off win last night against the Norwood Mustangs, as they were able to take the victory in the bottom of the seventh by a final of 15-14. A whole lot of offense in that game yesterday, and they'll more than likely need some offense in this game here today against a very good Holliston Panthers team. Let's take a look at the TVL standings in the TVL large. You got Westwood at 9-5, Medfield 8-7, Norwood 9-5, Holliston 7-9, and Hopkinton is 6-9. Ashland 1-13. In the TVL small, Norton 14-2, Medway 9-4, Millis 7-8, Dedham 9-5, Dover Sherborne 5-8. As the Hillers have taken the field, and we are ready to go here at the softball diamond. And the Hillers will be looking for a big win here today. They are currently ranked 39th in the Division I bracket, so they are not necessarily into the postseason. You got to be in the top 32 or have an over 500 record to clinch a spot into the postseason. So the Hillers have some work to do down the stretch to try to get in to the playoffs. As you see Cammie Trendle, the pitcher, warming up, getting ready to go. The Hillers hoping to get some solid pitching, and really the theme of the season's been the Hillers have started off the first few innings with some good pitching, and then they end up giving up a few runs and have to fight their way back, and they certainly have fought their way back on many occasions this season and have done a good job hanging around with these tough TVL large opponents as we are ready for the first hitter of the day. Stepping in for the Holliston Panthers is Emily Hegerich. As Hedrich swings and misses for the first pitch. Wind up and the pitch. Low and outside, 1-1. To the set. Hit high in the air, right side, and ranging over to make the catch is Kelsey McCoy. One away. Emily Hedrich is the pitcher for Holliston, as she led things off. Now stepping in, Kaylee McDonald. First pitch is a strike. Wind up and the pitch, fouled away. Set to deliver. And this is up the left side, glove by the third baseman. Throw to first, not a problem. Callery with a good throw over to Harrigan. 5-3, 4-out, number 2. Last time these two teams met was back on April 10th. Holliston got the 11-6 win. So the Hillers looking for some revenge here today. Now stepping in, Lucy Morrow. Lucy Morrow, the first baseman for Holliston. And she gets a good piece of this one over to center field and caught. No problem for DeSimone. And just like that, we'll head to the bottom of the first. We are scoreless on HCAM. Now just flick it down the line, both of them. Hopkinton Hillers coming up to the plate. Set to step in is Charlotte Holden, the second baseman, to lead things off. We'll get you the Hillers batting order in just a moment as Hedrich delivers a strike for the first pitch. Line up and the pitch down low, 1-1. Fouled away. That'll make the count 1-2. 2-2 the set. A little outside there, 2-2. Wind up and the pitch. Gets a good piece of this one. Over to left field. It's caught. Good catch there by Emma Wood over in left field. One away. That'll bring up Kelsey McCoy, the right fielder. First pitch of ball outside, 1-0. Set to deliver. There's a strike. 1-1. Well, the Hillers have hit the ball well this season, and we'll get into some of the stats throughout the course of the broadcast. That pitch is outside for a ball, 2-1. And that's tipped foul, 2-2. Hillers hitting a .403 as a team. Kelsey McCoy had a .408 on this season. Also has a double and 2 triples to her credit. Swing and a miss there. There's out number 2. I'll bring up Caroline DeSimone, who has been fantastic with the bat. .500 batting average for DeSimone, 4 doubles, 4 home runs. Set to deliver, that's high, 1-0. That pitch a little outside, 2-0. Well, your pitcher today, Emily Hedrich. She only has 2 appearances, 0-2 on the season, a 14.0 ERA. There's ball 3, 3-0. So the Hillers going to look to take advantage. And there's a walk. Hedrich only a sophomore for Holliston. So DeSimone draws the walk. And that'll bring up Holly Paharik, the shortstop. In there for a strike. Paharik hitting very well, leading the team, in fact, with a .583 batting average. Takes that one high. DeSimone taking off, and she is safely aboard at second base. Stolen base for DeSimone. Hillers have a lot of speed on this team and certainly a threat to run. And this is hit in the air over to right center. That's going to get down. DeSimone will score with ease. It's an RBI single for Holly Paharik. And just like that, a 1-0 Hiller lead, and that'll bring up Caroline Kane, the left fielder. Caroline Kane, a junior, hitting a .500 on this season, 13 runs driven in. 0-1 count. Wind up and the pitch. Up high. Runner taking off from first. Throw to second. She's safe. Stolen base for Paharik. She winds and deals. There's a strike. Grabs the outer corner. Two and two the count. Woodrich delivering with some good velocity. Up the middle this goes, or up the right side rather. Runner from third going to come around and score. And that is going to be an RBI double. She thought about third base, but turned around. Smart move there. As Holly Paharik around to score on the Caroline Kane hit. 2-0 Hillers. Ashley Callery to the plate. And Callery puts this one in the air towards left field. Caught for the third out, but the Hillers plate two. They lead it 2-0 as we head to the top of the second on HCAM. We are ready to continue on into the top of the second. Stepping to the plate is Emma Wood, the left fielder. And Wood gets a good piece of this one into center field. And she is going to be safely aboard at first base. Set to deliver. A little outside, 1-0. It's Vanessa DeSimone at the plate. One and one count as she takes a strike. Vanessa DeSimone is the shortstop for Holliston. And she'll put this one in the air. That's going to land in center field. So it's going to be 2 on with no outs for Holliston. So the Panthers' bats getting going. Yeah, baseball update. In the bottom of the second, it is Holliston leading in that game 2-0. 2-0 Hillers here. Stepping to the plate, that is Caroline Harris. 1-0 count. There's ball 2, little inside. Caroline Harris, the right fielder. And she puts this one on the ground. Glove by the second baseman. Throw to the shortstop for one. Throw to first. And they'll only get one. The ball slipped out of the first baseman's hand, and now a run's going to score. And the throw gets away from the catcher. So it looked like a promising potential double play. Turns into a bit of a disaster for the Hillers as Emma Wood is around to score. And Caroline Harris aboard at second base. Now stepping in and hitting a shot into right field for a single. Holliston really getting the bats going. That was, have to get a name. It doesn't look like that number was listed on the roster I have. And stepping in is Claire Radcliffe. Both runners take off. Harris advances to third. And there's a runner at second. Swing and a miss. That was Josie Quinn who got that last hit. So it's Josie Quinn over at second. She is the center fielder. 2-1 count. Runners on second and third for Holliston. One out. A run already in. That pitch a little high. 3-1. Takes that one low, and she'll draw the walk. Bases loaded. Big opportunity here for Holliston. Here comes Isabella Weldman. Swing and a miss. Isabella Weldman, the second baseman. 1-1 count. Puts this one in the air, right back to the pitcher. Well needed out there for the Hillers. Infield fly rule in effect there. So that is 2 away. And now we go back to the top of the order. Emily Hedrich, the pitcher, stepping in. And she is going to hit this one sky high over to right center. And it's caught by DeSimone for the out. So despite Holliston getting the bases loaded with just one out, they do not do any more damage. They plate one. It's a 2-1 Hiller lead as we head to the bottom of the second on HCAM. Bottom of the second inning, Zoe Adams, the Hiller catcher, stepping in. Sophomore hitting a nice 414, and she is going to line out here for the first out. So one away. That'll bring up Callie Arthur, the designated player. Callie Arthur hitting a 333 this season. And she puts this one on the ground with a bunt. Throw to first. They'll get the out. 1-3 for out number 2, and that's going to bring up Cammie Trendle, the pitcher. Nice play there by Hedrich. The pitch is inside. 1-0. Set to deliver. There's a strike, 1-1. Cammie Trendle has not recorded a hit yet this season as she swings and misses there. 1-2. We'll take you around the Holliston defense. Emily Hedrich on the mound. It is Kaylee McDonald behind the plate. Lucy Morrow at first base. Isabella Weldman, the second baseman. Vanessa DeSimone, the shortstop. Claire Radcliffe at third base. Left to right, Emily Wood, Joyce Quinn, and Caroline Harris. As there's a strikeout for out number 3. 1-2-3 they go. To the top of the third we go. It is a 2-1 Hiller lead on HCAM. Top of the third inning. Stepping in is Kaylee McDonald, the catcher. First pitch of ball, 1-0. So today on the mound for the Hillers, it's Cammie Trendle. The Hillers have kind of rotated amongst pitchers, 2-0 count now. Cammie Trendle, sophomore, 12.87 ERA. This is only her fourth appearance out there on the hill. But it's been Cammie Trendle, Allie Reisenberger, and Holly Paharic, as this is hit and caught in left field. One away. But Cammie Trendle expected to get more and more experience as the season goes on, and she's really the future, her and Reisenberger, of the Hiller pitching staff for this softball team. And stepping in is Lucy Morrow. 1-0 count as she takes the ball. Morrow hitting a .576 for Holliston. She has been very good with the bat. Takes that one low. 22 RBIs on the season. Wind up and the pitch. In there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Holliston, as the team, has hit the ball very well. .410 batting average as this is hit in the air, and that'll drop just in front of Caroline Kane. She was hoping to track it down, but it lands, and Morrow is aboard with a single. That's going to bring up Emma Wood. Line up in the pitch, a little low. And taking off from first is Morrow. She is a stolen base. So it's Cammie Trendle on the hill, Zoe Adams behind the plate, Bailey Harrigan at first, Charlotte Holden at second base, Holly Paharic at short, Ashley Callery at third, left to right, Caroline Kane, Caroline DeSimone, Kelsey McCoy. The Hillers defense. And this is pummeled into right field past the glove of McCoy. Here comes Morrow around third. She'll score with ease. An RBI double for Emma Wood, and we are knotted up at 2 apiece. Now bring up Vanessa DeSimone, the shortstop. DeSimone hitting well, .375 batting average on the season, 9 runs scored. And that pitch going to get away from the catcher. That allows Emma Wood to advance to third. So a wild pitch there. Trendle delivers, fouled into the backstop. 1-1 the count. Wind up and the pitch. There's a ball inside, 2-1. Down low, 3-1. Tough lineup to face for a newer pitcher and Cammie Trendle. And this is lined up the middle. That's going to get through. Emma Wood's going to score. Holliston has a 3-2 lead. RBI single for DeSimone. And not the DeSimone you want to hit an RBI single if you're a Hiller fan. That'll bring up Caroline Harris, the right fielder. Down low. One-and-0 count. Over at the baseball game remains a 2-0 Holliston lead in the third inning. That pitch up high. Good pull down behind the plate by Zoe Adams. Winds and deals down low. Good stop by Adams. 3-0. Wind up and the pitch. There's a walk. So it'll be 2 on, 1 out. 2 runs already in. Josie Quinn to the plate. Josie Quinn hitting a .290 on the season. 8 RBIs. That's down low. Another good stop by Adams. Well, Cammy Trendle having a little trouble finding that strike zone. That's a little high. 2-0. Set to deliver. Down low. This Hiller softball team still has an outside shot at getting into the state tournament. They need to rack up a few wins. Line up and the pitch, and this is hit in the air, foul up the right side. 3-1 the count. Swing and a miss. 3-2. And the walk is drawn. Bases loaded for Holliston with Claire Radcliffe stepping in. Get a little talk at the mound as Zoe Adams comes out. Give her pitcher some confidence. Claire Radcliffe, who's stepping in, .343 batting average. 11 RBIs on the season, 2 doubles. Chance to really do some damage here with the bases full of Panthers. Down low, 1-0. There's warm-up action for Holliston. Wind up and the pitch. Down low, 2-0. Another low pitch there. 3-0. It'll be interesting to see what the leash is with Cammy Trendle. And there's a walk and a run will score. Vanessa DeSimone around to score. Caroline Harris up to third. Josie Quinn to second. Claire Radcliffe to first. Isabella Weldman to the plate. And now we'll get a coach visit to the pitcher's circle, along with Zoe Adams. And we will get a relief pitcher for the Hillers. And it looks like we are going to get a look at Holly Paharic on the mound. So Holly Paharic going to come out. She'll be the new pitcher for the Hillers. A 4-2 Holliston lead. We're in the top of the third. We'll step aside on HCAM. Holly Paharic, the new pitcher for the Hillers. She was initially the shortstop. She'll deliver low there. Caroline DeSimone has moved over to shortstop. There's a strike, 1-1. And in center field, Callie Arthur. DeSimone initially the center fielder, moving to shortstop. Arthur takes over as this is hit right to Arthur. And she'll make the catch. Throw in. She'll go home with it. Smart move there. 2 away. Now top of the order for Holliston. Emily Hedrich to the plate. Well, Bahar can get out of this jam with no further damage. That'll be a huge feat for the Hillers. First pitch, a strike. Throw in. Go home with it. She winds and deals. Little outside, 1-1. Down low. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. 2-2. And up the left side, Callery is going to pick it up, step on third for the force out. And the Hillers get out of the third with no further damage. We'll head to the top of the the bottom of the third. It is a 4-2 Holliston lead on HCAM. Bottom of the third inning, top of the order for the Hillers. Charlotte Holden set to step in. Charlotte Holden flew out in her only plate appearance back in the first, and she'll take a strike. And won the count. She'll put this one in the air, right center, and it's caught by the ranging center fielder, Josie Quinn, 1 away. That'll bring up Kelsey McCoy. McCoy struck out back in the first. That pitch outside, 1-0. Ooh, and a little inside there, 1-1. Kelsey McCoy in her senior year hitting a .408, 10 RBIs. She has hit well. And a good eye there. She takes that one outside. 3-0 count. There's a strike, 3-1. And she looked like she wanted to check there, but couldn't hold up, 3-2. Pops this one up, nearly caught by the catcher, but just missed it. Three-two pitch, and the walk is drawn. 1 on with 1 out. That'll bring up Caroline DeSimone. DeSimone walked back in the first, ended up recording a stolen base and scored a run. Upstairs. Line up and the pitch. There's a strike, 1-1. Strike 2. Caroline DeSimone will be attending Colby College next year, playing softball. She'll put this one in the air, left side, caught, 2 away. Holly Paharik will step in. Ball 1. Wind up and the pitch, up high. Well, so far so good by the sophomore, Emily Hedrich. There's a strike. 2-1. Park singled back in the first. Drove in a run, stole a base and scored a run. Fouled away. Good crowd on hand here on this Thursday afternoon taking in the action. Line up and the pitch. Down low. Full count now. Fouled off. Good battle here between Paharik and Hedrich. Set to deliver. And she's going to hit this one in the air. That'll drop into center field. Kelsey McCoy being waved around. She's going to come around to score. And now Paharik being sent home. And she's going to have an inside the park home run. Holly Paharik absolutely tattooed that ball and comes all the way around to score. Inside the park home run. And we are knotted up at 4 apiece. I think the center fielder might have bobbled the ball a little bit as she was trying to get the throw in and may have dropped it. But I don't care. I'm scoring that an inside the park home run. She earned that one. Caroline Keene at the plate. Fouled away. 1-1. Set to deliver. Down low. 2-1. Keene doubled back in the first inning and drove in a run. Puts this one on the ground. That'll get into center field. And that is a 2-out single for Caroline Keene. Ashley Callery going to step to the plate. Callery flew out in an early plate appearance back in the first inning. There's a strike. 0-1. Well, the bats are going today for both these teams. I think Keene thought about taking off, but retreats. 1-1 count. She delivers, and this is up the left side. Glove by the shortstop, flip to second. They'll get the force out. A 6-4 force out to wrap up the third inning, but the Hillers plate 2 runs, and we are tied up at 4 apiece here on HCAM. Top of the 4th inning. Kaylee McDonald stepping in for Holliston. Takes that one inside. Holly Pahar continuing out there in the pitcher's circle after coming in last inning. She put an end to a 3-run rally for Holliston. This is towards us. Heads up. And that came very close to hitting a fan. Certainly got to be careful when you're out here on the hill. 1-1. Wind up and the pitch. Up high. Donald 0 for 2 so far today. Takes a strike. Update from the Hiller baseball game. It remains a 2-0 Holliston lead. They're in the 4th inning. Looks like the top of the 4th. And this is hit high in the air towards the wall and caught. Good catch by Callie Arthur as she tracks it down. One away. That'll bring up Lucy Morrow. It was certainly, I'd say, on the warning track. Wind up and the pitch. And this is driven in the air, but caught by the shortstop. 2 away. Emma Wood to step to the plate. Holly Paharic has really settled things down. You just hope it will continue. We're knotted up at 4 here in the 4th. Up, a slow roller up the right side, picked up by the first baseman. Not a problem. A 3 unassisted ground out. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th on HCAM. Bottom of the 4th inning. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Hillers. Zoe Adams, Callie Arthur, Cammie Trendle. Face Emily Hedgerich back out there for another inning of work. 4-4 game. Nice defensive inning here in the top of the 4th for the Hillers as they got out of it 1-2-3. And this is on the ground, up the middle, through to center field. A leadoff single for Zoe Adams. That'll bring up Callie Arthur. Callie Arthur, a freshman, player to watch for the Hillers. Certainly will be a huge asset to this team for the future years. 333 batting average, and it looks like we're going to get a pitching change for Holliston. Yeah, we will indeed. We're going to step aside, and we'll let you know who the new pitcher is when we come back on HCAM. New pitcher for Holliston as this is driven in the air, and the center fielder not able to make the catch. Callie Arthur is going to be aboard, and now Zoe Adams going to try to score, and she will. And that was the pinch runner for Zoe Adams. And that's going to be an RBI double for Callie Arthur. Just what the doctor ordered for the Hillers. And now the Hillers lead it 5-4. And that was some good base running by Leah O'Rourke, who was the pinch runner for Zoe Adams. Lefty Cami Trendle at the plate. Takes ball 2. Cami Trendle did move over to first base after leaving the pitcher's circle. So she does stay in the lineup and in the game and made a nice play to wrap up the top of the 4th. Wind up and the pitch down low. And the walk is drawn. 2 on, still no outs in the inning. Charlotte Holden stepping to the plate as we hit the top of the order. Wind up and the pitch. Down low. Looks like Holliston did have some defensive changes. Well, of course they did, since Emily Wood took over on the hill. She was the initial left fielder. We'll try to get you those updates as soon as possible. A 1-1 count. That's hit in the air. Catcher making an effort at it, but will not get there. Good effort by Kaylee McDonald behind the plate. Looks like over in left field we got Emily Hedrich, who was the starting pitcher, so she stays in the game over in left field. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Out number 1. Well needed out for Holliston. Kelsey McCoy, the right fielder, to step in. Runners on first and second for the Hillers. And McCoy will take that one inside. 1-0 count. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Fouled off. Well, when you look at a team like the Hillers and Holliston, they got young pitchers and haven't had the best success throughout the season in the pitcher's circle, but they have tremendous offenses. And really, both of these teams are missing is a reliable pitcher. But I'll tell you what, Emily Hedrich not doing a bad job out there working into the 4th. There's strikeout number 2. Emma Wood, who took over for Hedrich, not doing a bad job. Neither is Holly Paharic. Game has settled down since we've had both teams relieve their starters as DeSimone's going to fly out. It was hit in the air and caught by Radcliffe, the third baseman, for the final out. And that will wrap up the 4th inning. After 4 innings, it's the Hillers 5, Holliston 4 on HCAM. Moving along into the top of the 5th inning, Vanessa DeSimone stepping in, the shortstop. Update from Hiller Baseball. Holliston currently leading 3-0. They're in the 4th inning. That game also being streamed live on HCAM. Wind up and the pitch. Up high. 1-0 count. DeSimone 2 for 2 for Holliston. Pair of singles and drove in a run as she gets a hit here. And she is having a perfect day so far at the plate. Now 3 for 3. And that'll bring up Caroline Harris, the right fielder. Well, the game has settled down since both teams have relieved their starting pitchers. We'll see if it stays that way. And that pitch a little outside, 1-0. Wind up and the pitch. Nice breaking pitch there. But a little outside, says the umpire. 2-0. There's a bunt. Foul. 2-1. Holly Paharik out there in the pitcher's circle, and she's just one of those softball athletes that could do it all. You could pretty much put her anywhere on the diamond and she'll have an impact. Tremendous athlete. That's another bunt foul, 2-2. She'll likely be swinging here with the count 2-2. And she will. Puts this one in the air. Caught by DeSimone. Throw to first. And the runner back safe. That'll bring up Josie Quinn, the center fielder. That's Caroline DeSimone for you. She knew immediately where to go with the ball in that situation. Wind up and the pitch. Little outside, 1-0. Caroline DeSimone, Kelsey McCoy hosting a talk show on HCAM about town politics as they're part of their senior project. And you can catch that program airing on HCAM as well over the next couple of weeks. Wind up and the pitch, a little high. 2-1. I caught a glimpse of one of the episodes. They did a great job. They both certainly may have futures in the broadcasting business. 3-1 the count. Walk is drawn, so it's going to be 2 on with 1 out for Holliston. That's going to bring up Claire Radcliffe, the third baseman. Radcliffe has walked twice today. Takes that one low. Well, all of a sudden, Holly Paharik having a little trouble finding the strike zone. And this is a fair ball. No, well, it wasn't fair territory, but hit foul first. 1-1 count. Update from the Hiller baseball game. The Hillers played a run. It's 3-1 Holliston in the 5th inning. And this is a slow roller up the left side. She'll run over to third. Did she get to the bag in time? No. Everyone's going to be safe. We're going to score that as an infield single. Ashley Callery just could not beat the speedy Vanessa DeSimone to the bag. And the bases are full of Panthers for Isabella Weldman. Very close play, but I have to agree with the umpire. But this one is going to be right to her. And they will all go back because it was foul. That was just foul. Here's the 0-1. I don't know what was wrong with that one. Umpire has a better view than I do, but that looked pretty good. 1-1. Hit in the air over to left center. That's going to get down. One run is in. Here comes another run around to score. And that is a 2 RBI double by Isabella Weldman. DeSimone around to score. Josie Quinn around to score. And back and forth we go. Here at the softball diamond, it's 6-5 Holliston. As we'll get a conference on the mound. Top of the order coming up. Emily Hedrich to the plate. Hedrich will step out as she gets time granted. Inside. 1-0 the count. Down low. Here's the 2-0. There's a strike. Still only one out in the inning. Holliston has already plated a pair to retake the lead. Now one outside, 3-1. Hit high in the air over to center field and caught. Runner from third is going to tag, throw home. Did they get her? No! It was a great throw from Callie Arthur. But it was just a tad late. So that'll go down as a sacrifice RBI flyout. And now here comes Katie McDonald. Runner on second still for Holliston. Hit high in the air, left side, caught. Good catch by DeSimone for the third out, but Holliston plates 3 runs. They lead it 7-5 as we head to the bottom of the 5th on HCAM. Bottom of the 5th inning. Coming up for the Hillers, 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Holly Paharic, Caroline Kane, and Ashley Callery. Update from Hiller Baseball, 4-1 Holliston lead now. They're in the 5th inning as that pitch is in there for a strike. Panthers appear to have a rally going over at the baseball diamond. They have the bases loaded and just plated a run. And she couldn't hold there. There's a strike, 0-2. Well, since coming in, Emma Wood has not allowed any Hiller runs that will be charged to her at least, and there's a strikeout. One away. That'll bring up Caroline Kane. She's having a good day, 2 for 2 at the plate. Puts this one in the air, foul out of play. Ooh. Good thing that was a dumpster and not a car that it hit. Wind up and the pitch. Fouled off into the backstop. 0-2. The 0-2. Look out. 1-2. Hit in the air, a little pop up, and it's dropped by the ranging left fielder. That was a tough play to make. I'm going to score that a single for Caroline Kane, who's now 3 for 3 on the day. That'll bring up Ashley Callery. It was a good effort by Hedrich to try to make the catch, but just could not get there. Swing and a miss. 0-1. And this is high in the air and foul out of play off the dugout. And the umpire coming out here. They want to talk. Not quite sure what that was about. Ashley Callery 0 for 2 on the day. Looking for a hit here to try to get something going. Set to deliver. Fouled away. A 1-2 count. Two and two. And this is line dropped by the shortstop. Everybody's safe. Good piece of hitting there. That's a single for Ashley Callery. That'll bring up Zoe Adams. Down low. Into the count. Upstairs. Fouled away. Count now 2-2. That's fouled away. We apologize for those of you watching on the live stream. I had a little cutout there. Hopefully that won't happen again. It is a 7-5 Holliston lead. The Hillers here in the bottom of the fifth only have one out and two on. It is Zoe Adams at the plate. Ashley Callery over at first. Caroline Keene at second. Wind up and the pitch. That is the ball, full count. Set to deliver. And the walk is drawn. Bases loaded for the Hillers. Callie Arthur coming to the plate. Big opportunity for Callie. She's 1 for 2 so far today. Had an RBI double last inning. Tom Nappy happy to be on the call with you for Hillers softball. Gene Kabisky on camera. It's been an exciting, good back and forth battle between these two teams. Wind up and the pitch up high. Well, the scoring started in the bottom of the first with the Hillers plating 2 runs. Holliston responded in the bottom of the second to make it 2-1 up high. Then in the top of the third, Holliston plated 3 to take a 4-2 lead. Hillers tied it in the bottom of the third. And then Holliston retook the lead in the top of the fifth. We're up 7-4. And now the Hillers have something going. Hillers plated a run in the bottom of the fourth to make it 7-5. And looking for more here as this is hit in the air, right side foul out of play. Have something going. Wind up and the pitch. Fouled off into the backstop. Well, looks like Holliston just got out of a jam in the bottom of the fifth in the baseball game. There remains a 4-1 Panthers lead. Wind up and the pitch. Hit in the air, right side, and just past the reach of the first baseman. Count remains 2-2. And fouled away. Good battle here between Callie Arthur and Emma Wood. Holliston would really like the out here. Swing and a miss. Out number 2. Cammie Trendle will step in. She was the starting pitcher, but moved over to first base. And the lefty hoping to do some damage outside. 1-0. Well, Wood has some good velocity on her pitches and working the strike zone very well. 1-1. Emma Wood in her senior year. Wind up and the pitch. Upstairs, 2-1. This game could come down to who leaves the least amount of runners on base. And that's down low, 3-1. A walk would score a run. And the walk is drawn. Here comes a Hiller run. Caroline Keene will come around to score. Ashley Callery to third, Zoe Adams to second, Cammie Trendle to first, top of the order to the plate. Charlotte Holden will step in. A 7-6 game. Lots of suspense for Hiller softball this week. Their game last night against Norwood was a wild one. That pitch outside, 1-0. They led it 14-8 heading into the bottom of the seventh last night. Blew the lead, but ended up coming back to win it in the bottom of the seventh, 15-14. A 3-0 count. There's a strike. I'll tell you, if I'm Charlotte Holden, I'm still not swinging here. Emma Wood having a bit of a trouble finding the strike zone. Oh, she finds it there, full count. Now you go for anything close. And she'll put this one in the air towards center field. That's going to get by the glove of the center fielder. One run is in to score. Here comes another run to score. And that is going to be a 3 RBI double for Charlotte Holden. The Hillers retake the lead, 8-7. And correction, it was 2 RBI double. Or no, it was the 3 RBI double. It was right the first time. 9-7 is the score. Scoreboard was wrong. Kelsey McCoy puts this one into center field. That gets down. And being held up at third is the lead runner, Charlotte Holden. So it's a single. Runners on first and third, 2 outs. Caroline DeSimone to the plate. The Hillers have batted around. Well, DeSimone 0 for 2 with a walk and has scored a run. A chance to add some more Hiller runs here. Swing and a miss. That was a home run swing. Wind up and the pitch. Ooh, a hard swing there, 0-2. Fouled away. What a great piece of hitting that was by Charlotte Holden, driving those 3 runs. Calories, the pinch runner for Zoe Adams, and Cammie Trendle all scored. Upstairs, 1-2. Wind up and the pitch. Hit in the air over to left field, and that is going to get by the left fielder. A run is in. Here comes another run. And is DeSimone going to go for the inside the park? Yes, she will, and she'll get it. Inside the park home run, a 3-run inside the park home run by Caroline DeSimone. And the Hillers lead it 12-7. Unbelievable. That's the second inside the park home run of the day for the Hillers. Holly Paharic had a 2 RBI inside the park home run back in the third. And I'll tell you what, these Hiller bats, they have just been on fire. Speaking of Holly Paharic, she's set to step to the plate. 2 outs in the inning. The Hillers have plated 7 runs in this inning. And now lead at 12-7. First pitch to Paharic, a ball, 1-0. Wind up and the pitch, up high. The 2-0, down low. Well, you wonder what the leash is for Emma Wood. Holliston does have other athletes on their roster with pitching experience. Inside, she'll draw the walk. Stepping in, Caroline Kane. Well, we're in the 5th inning here. If the Hillers can string together enough of a rally, they could try for the mercy rule. Runner taking off, throw is in his center field. It was a good job by the shortstop covering behind second base. Stolen base for Paharic. Up high. 1-1. Wind up and the pitch. Upstairs, 2-1. Fouled away, 2-2. Hiller baseball in the top of the 6th. It remains a 4-1 Holliston lead in that game. That is fouled away. Good battle here between Caroline Kane and Emma Wood. Count remains 2-2. Fouled off. Two-two pitch. Another foul ball. Holly Paharic at second base. Oh, look out. Full count. Up high, and the walk is drawn. Caroline Kane wins the battle. Ashley Callery to step to the plate. Down low. One and oh count. And this is hit into left field. Here comes another run to score. An RBI single for Callery. Paharic is around. Up to second goes Kane. Callery to first. And Zoe Adams to the plate.
Into left field. Here comes another run to score.
13-7 lead for the Hillers as this is fouled away. No warm-up action for Holliston. And this is going to be a little trickler up the left side, picked up by the third baseman. 5-3, 4 out, number 3, but not before the Hillers score 8 runs in the inning, and they lead it 13-7 as we head to the top of the 6th on HCAM. Top of the 6th inning, the Hillers lead it 13-7 after an 8-run bottom of the 5th. And the first pitch to Lucy Morrow is a strike. Holly Paharik's still out there, and this is up the middle into left field. That'll get through. Leadoff single as Holliston looks to respond with the rally of their own. That's going to bring up Emma Wood. Well, not great news from the baseball diamond. Hillers trailing 5-1 in the bottom of the 6th. That pitch down low. But of course, the Hiller baseball team very capable of stringing together a rally. Hall of Fame coach Steve Simos on the call in that game. Certainly happy to have him on the broadcast, along with Brett Mulvey. Wind up and the pitch. And this is up the middle. That's going to get through. And the lead runner, Lucy Morrow, heading to third. The throw was close, but it got away. So that is going to be a single for Emma Wood. She advances to second on the throw in. And Vanessa DeSimone will step to the plate. Hillers do have, well, actually it doesn't look like warm-up action for the sake of a pitcher, but they got Bailey Harrigan taking some swings in the batting cage, so maybe we'll see her pinch hit. Right back to the pitcher, throw to first to get the out. DeSimone goes down 1-3, 1 away, still 2 on. Caroline Harris to the plate for Holliston. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. Harris has reached on a force out, walked, and flew out so far today. Outside, 1-1. If the Hillers can get out of this inning with little to no damage, that is huge. Because these Hiller bats are on fire, and they may be able to end the game. And that is dropped by the first baseman, picks it up, steps on the bag, got her. But a run did score. So Morrow comes around to score. So it's a sacrifice RBI flyout for Harris. Emma Wood stays put at second. Josie Quinn to the plate. And Quinn's going to hit this sky high over to right field, and it is caught for the third out. So Holliston does play to run, but still trails by 5. It's 13-8 Hillers as we head to the bottom of the 6th on HCAM. Bottom of the 6th inning, a 13-8 Hiller lead. And we're going to get a pinch hitter here. Bailey Harrigan stepping in to pinch hit for Callie Arthur, the designated player. She takes that one inside. Wind up and the pitch up high. Still Emma Wood out there. Harrigan had a .217 on the season and fouls this one away. 2-1 the count. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike, 2-2. Hiller baseball heading to the top of the 7th, down 5-1. Swing and a miss, out number 1. Cami Trendle set to step in. Trendle's had a pretty good day at the plate. Walked a couple times and struck out and scored a run. Takes strike 1 there. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. The Hillers could certainly use this win in the playoff picture, and she thought about a bunt, pulled it back, but it is a strike, 1-2. Down low, good eye, 2-2. And this is hit in the air, left side, and foul. That would have been a very tough play to make. Outfielders positioned deep for Holliston. They're certainly relieved it was foul. The 2-2. Down low, full count. Top of the order coming up next, following Trendle. And she's granted first base. She draws the walk. Here comes Charlotte Holden. There's a strike. And this is hit high in the air over to right center, and it is caught by the center fielder. She had to work against the sun there, but a nice catch by Josie Quinn. And that'll bring up Kelsey McCoy. First pitch a ball, 1-0. And she gets a good piece of this one over to center field. That will get down for a hit. It's going to be 2-on with 2 outs. Caroline DeSimone stepping to the plate. Last inning, she burst the game wide open with a 3 RBI inside the park homer. And right to the third baseman, lines out, throw to first is going to get by. That was a 3rd out anyhow, so none of what happened after mattered. But we are heading to the 7th inning with the score, Hopkinton 13, Holliston 8 on HCAM. Top of the 7th inning, Holliston down to their final 3 outs. Can the Hillers hold them? We shall find out. And the first pitch, a swing and a miss by Claire. And this is going to be a little trickler up the left side. Throw to first. They get her 5-3. There's out number 1. It's going to bring up Isabella Weldman. Looks like we... And she is going to hit this one. Slow roller to second base. Throw to first. They got her. Nice play by Charlotte Holden, 4-3, 4-out number 2. Holliston down to their final out as Emily Hesserich steps in. Excuse me, Emily Hegerich. There is a ball, 1-0. This would be a huge win for the Hillers if they could just hang on here. Down low. Hillers would improve to 7-9 if they hang on and knock Holliston down to 7-10. That'd put the Hillers very close to a playoff spot. They have a good chance to sneak in if they could just grab this win. 2-1 count. Even if they don't, they're still in the mix, but it certainly helps if they do. Up high. 3-1. It's top of the order for Holliston. And this is hit in the air over to right center, and it's caught in right field, and the Hillers will take the win. What a terrific victory by the Hillers. They get the win over the Holliston Panthers by a final score of 13-8. And boy, oh boy, was that a well-needed win. The Hillers score 13 runs on 13 hits, committing 1 error. Holliston 8 runs on 11 hits and an error. Your winning pitcher of the game is Holly Paharik. She was tremendous. A 3 RBI inside the park home run by Caroline DeSimone and a 2 RBI inside the park home run back in the third by Holly Paharik are your plays of the game, and a terrific victory here for the Hopkinton Hillers as they will improve to 7-9 on the season. Holliston falls to 7-10 as the Hopkinton Hillers are able to hang on and take the game by a final score of 13-8. For Gene Comiskey on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. This has been Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Softball on HCAM. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.